What's up, YouTube? This is Mathis97, and welcome to another episode of Jett Storm's My Career Mode in WWE 2K15. This is Main Event, and Jett Storm, now that he's here on Main Event, he has beaten William Regal one-on-one at SummerSlam. William Regal has retired from the WWE, and Jett Storm competing in his last match, so we can see he kind of inherited William Regal's Titantron there, since you can't do, customs or anything. And I don't really want to steal from another WWE superstar, and the WWE logo is boring, so it makes sense. William Regal, the mentor. If Jett Storm can't have his own Titantron, then he might as well have Regal's. That's a bit of a favor, I guess, for competing in such an epic matchup in William Regal's last match in the WWE. But here we go now. This is going to be interesting. Jett Storm, as we remember a couple of weeks ago, leading up to Payback against Baron Blade. Okay, I guess that was a couple months ago. How about we say a couple of episodes ago, because my career is so fast-paced when you cut out all the filler matches that they throw in, which makes everything so slow and boring. But anyway, a couple of episodes ago, let's agree on that. A couple of episodes ago, when there was a triple threat between Tyson Kidd, Baron Blade, and Jett Storm, Tyson Kidd applied the sharpshooter, Jett Storm tapped out. Jett Storm, he's here tonight for redemption, for revenge against Tyson Kidd. This is a loss that Jett Storm must avenge, and that's what he's looking to do here tonight against Tyson Kidd. So here we go. Tyson Kidd, the last graduate of the infamous Heart Dungeon. Just put that on your resume. Nobody else can hold that claim. Tyson Kidd, this is one hell of a wrestler. One hell of a technician in that ring. One hell of a high flyer. Anything wrestling, Tyson Kidd is in a league of his own. So Jett Storm, he's going to have a really tough time here tonight trying to combat that. Trying to combat the unpredictability and just the overall tactical ability in that ring that Tyson Kidd possesses. That's something that Jett Storm I don't think he can ever match. No matter how much training he goes through, he cannot match the ability of Tyson Kidd. So Jett Storm, he's got to focus on what he thrives in, on his strengths, and he's got to try to find any weakness in Tyson Kidd and his style. That's the only way Jett Storm can get a victory here tonight. And I changed up Jett Storm's moveset a little bit, so he's got a couple new moves in there. And now look at this. Northern Light Suplex, that's a bit of a mainstay though, that's a staple. Paying a bit of homage to William Regal. As we know, William Regal, he knows a lot of suplexes. And, Jett Storm, he wants to pay homage to William Regal for all that Regal has done as his mentor. All the times that they've sparred against each other down the Performance Center. And, of course, the final matchup of William Regal's career at SummerSlam. What a way to go out for William Regal. Putting over the young talent and, at the same time, having one epic match to go out on. But look at this, the Ozone there, the overdrive, although in this game it's called the Ozone. I think that kind of fits with the whole Storm thing that Jett Storm has going. Anyways, I try to tie things together. And plus, I'm doing this commentary after recording episodes 23 through 27 of Universe Mode, even though this will probably be uploaded before most of those episodes. Unless I get cut off before I can finish, because this is 26 minutes, and I've already been commentating for an hour and a half. I've been doing a lot of commentaries today, because this is the time I have, time I can work with. Don't worry, I'm not going to spoil anything from Universe Mode, but that is going to be happening. So I have recorded all the way up to, well, actually I can't even say that, because that in itself is a spoiler, so never mind. But I've recorded to episode 27. Yeah, screw it. It's not much of a spoiler. There will be an Elimination Chamber pre-show for Universe Mode, so stay tuned for that. That's why it's episode 27. The pay-per-view itself will be episode 28. But this is February 1st. Don't know when this video is exactly going to be posted. But in terms of my career mode, if we take a look at the future of the series, I have recorded a lot of my career mode that I haven't edited yet. Don't have ready for commentary, but I have recorded a lot of my career mode. And I'm thinking possibly, I'm not going to confirm it, because like I said in a Universe Mode episode, the whole situation with UCW 2K15, which I'm not going to touch on here because I already talked about it in one of my Universe Mode episodes, whichever one it was. May have been uploaded already, may not have. I don't remember what number it was. But, you know, with UCW 2K15, I announced it, and now I'm not sure if I'm going to do it or not. So, I mean, I don't want to make myself a liar. I don't want to make false promises that I can't live up to. So, I'm not going to say, oh, after I finish up career mode, there's going to be this series and that series. This is going to happen at this time. This video is going to be uploaded on this day. I'm not going to do that because I can't always live up to those expectations I set for myself because, you know, I have a schedule that I have to do. I have school. I work. I've got other things that take precedence over YouTube. Not to say that YouTube is like YouTube probably shouldn't be as high on my priority list as it is. I mean, like, I don't know, I should probably be more focused on other things. But wait a minute, what the hell's going on here? Look at Jett Storm! Jett Storm hits an Eye of the Storm off that nice springboard move there off the ropes. Cover, but, Tyson Kidd kicks out. Man, Jett Storm pulling out all the stops, and even that's not enough to put away Tyson Kidd. That just shows the type of opponent that Jett Storm is going up against. Tyson Kidd probably knows almost every single wrestling move in that ring, inside and out, knows some way to counter it. So, I mean, Jett Storm, went for the axe handle, and another top rope botch, because top rope moves, yeah, they don't always work. It's annoying. Anyway, so as I was saying about career mode, I have recorded all the way up to episode 38 of this series, and I'm getting to a point where, you know, eventually I'm going to run out of pay-per-views, and they're going to throw me into the Royal Rumble. And then if I win, I'm basically going to win. I'm going to be pushed towards the title. Basically, if you win your, like, major championship, if you, like, win the Royal Rumble and then go on to win the WWE or World Heavyweight Championship, you're done. Your career mode ends there, as I found out with my Superstar Sean Bailey career. So basically, I want to try to avoid the Royal Rumble at all costs, although eventually it's going to throw me to a point where no matter what pay-per-view I pick, I'm going to be limited to what I can choose, which kind of sucks. But anyway, I'm not sure how many episodes my career mode is going to be. I'm trying to explore all the storylines that are, like, in the game, all the cutscenes they can give you and whatnot, what sort of matches they'll throw you into on a pay-per-view. And at the same time, you know, I've got my own little underlying story, you know, matches with, like, Rusev, Tyson Kidd here, Fandango, who defeated Jett Storm, so Jett Storm gonna need to get that victory back against Fandango at some point. But I have recorded all the way up to episode 38 of my career mode, and I'm hoping, I'm not making promises, which is why I went into this whole discussion, but I'm not making any promises, but I'm hoping that once I finish my career mode, I can start up a SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 or 2006 GM mode. But before I get into that, Jett Storm unveiling a new finisher here as he hits the somersault cutter, or as he calls it, Storm Out. And that should put Tyson Kidd away here. He may have kicked out of the Eye of the Storm, that unorthodox Eye of the Storm, but that's a 3 count. Jett Storm has defeated Tyson Kidd and gets his revenge here tonight. He avenges the loss from a couple of episodes ago in the Triple Threat, and Jett Storm defeats Tyson Kidd here tonight. But as I was saying, I was hoping, once I finish up my career mode, that I can do a SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 or SmackDown vs. Raw 2006 General Manager mode. I don't know, because looking at it right now, you know, it's amazing how time passes. I mean, it's already February of 2015. 2005 was 10 years ago. That just hits me like a brick. Like, I mean, it's like running into a wall. It's like, wow. Man, time has passed. But as we take a look here, Survivor Series is on the horizon, putting together an epic matchup of 2 teams. You get to choose which team you want to be on, Team John Cena or Team Randy Orton. This is why I shouldn't have picked Survivor Series, because Jett Storm isn't ready for this. My career mode, no continuity whatsoever. It just moves on, storyline to storyline, whether it makes sense or not, whether your guys should or should not be ready for a match like that. And now look at this, we've got Zeus Tucker! I don't even know why I made my voice go that high, and then it cracked, because I can't talk with a voice that high. But man, Zeus Tucker, everybody! Yay! Anyway, let's talk about GM mode, like I was saying. So, I don't know, I was kind of thinking back, because, you know, SmackDown vs. Raw 2006 came out in 2005, and SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 came out in 2006. So what if I did 2006 GM mode this year, right? And then next year, if things work out, and if for some reason 2K15, I don't know, if they maybe come up with some, or 2K16 I should say, I doubt they'll come up with any new game mode, and I doubt career mode is going to be any better. I would rather them focus on bringing back the old modes first, so I can have a better universe mode with more editing and stuff, and story designer, and maybe even paint tool for people who don't like logo importer. I'm just lazy though. I don't like logo importer because I'm lazy. Because I can't even be bothered to make an image on Photoshop. So Jett Storm is probably going to be generic the whole series, unless somebody who, I don't know, really enjoys watching my videos wants to be like, hey, I can make this guy a logo. Whether it's good or not, it doesn't even matter. It's something non-generic, something that's not in the game, and yeah, we'll make Jett Storm look like a boss. I don't know. Upload on CC or something. I don't know. I'm not going to count on that, though. I don't want to be like, hey, you, audience, make me something because I can't be bothered to do it myself, because that's the kind of person I am, because that's not the kind of person I am. So anyway, Jett Storm's probably going to look generic. And then I'm thinking, once I finish up career mode, if for some reason, well, actually I can't touch on that because that is a universe mode spoiler. So I can't touch on that. But you'll see it. You'll see it when it happens. So you just got to be patient. Stay tuned because, there's a certain secret surprise in the future of Universe. I've got a lot of storylines planned for Universe mode. I've got a lot of surprises. So that's kind of a generic, broad statement. So anyway, back to GM mode. So as I was saying, maybe this year I could do 2006 GM mode. Maybe next year I do 2007 GM mode. That'd be cool. Both those games are pretty cool. They got a good soundtrack, better than this year's soundtrack and all that stuff. But I don't know. Like I said, not making any promises. I'm not just going to say I am doing SmackDown vs. Raw GM mode and it's going to be taking place in March of 2015 because that is a lie. I don't know when the series would start, if it's going to happen. I would like for it to happen. I would really, really love to do another GM mode series because GM mode, that's like the bread and butter of my WWE games. That's like the best. It's the best mode I've ever played. It's the most fun I've had in a mode. Although Universe mode, I don't think it's really fair to judge Universe mode in comparison with GM mode because they're completely different. GM mode, it was more of like my childhood, more of me just kind of having a mode where I can occupy myself and make my own storylines and whatnot. It's a bit more of like a solo player mode. Whereas Universe mode, because without YouTube, Universe mode would probably suck. I would not enjoy it as much as I enjoy GM mode. Maybe I would. I don't know, because I've never had the experience where I can play Universe mode without having the luxury of being able to make YouTube videos. I've tried it where I've tried to have a Universe mode that isn't on YouTube, and I haven't enjoyed it, but that necessarily might not be that's probably because I'm comparing it with my YouTube Universe mode series, and like, this isn't as good with YouTube, because I'm not doing all the edits and whatnot. So I don't know, it all depends, but really, I mean, Universe mode is a really fun mode as well. Probably the most fun thing I've ever done in recent memory, being able to upload it on YouTube, get some audience feedback, have storylines where I can actually feel like I'm putting on some sort of, like I'm actually putting on my own wrestling product for my own fans to watch and enjoy. As we saw, Jett Storm just hit a crossbody off the top rope, semi-botched, and now Jett Storm, he's going to storm out of this matchup as he hits the finisher, the somersault cutter, and it's almost like a reverse DDT almost. A somersault reverse DDT. But anyway, that is going to put Zeus Tucker away. Let's move on to the next matchup as I continue to talk in my almost ramble sense, because that's what this video is about almost, not even so much what's happening. Jett Storm, you'll be fighting Team Orton at the pay-per-view. I need to figure out who I can trust on this team. I'm going to look at your matches starting from this week and see who my right-hand man is. Also, buy my t-shirts. Anyway, so, looks like Jett Storm, he's got a challenge from John Cena. Well, bring it on, Cena. Jett Storm can take whatever you can dish out. Who's it gonna be? Who's our opponent gonna be? We're in El Paso, Texas. Jett Storm, here on main event, gonna go one-on-one with, somebody somebody John Cena has handpicked. So this is going to be interesting. But as for GM mode, it's something I would love to do. The rosters are pretty cool. I mean, I think I shouldn't even really say I think, because it's almost obvious. I think most people would agree with me that 07 has the better roster than, you know, it's a better roster than 08, in my opinion. It's a better roster than 06. People say that Here Comes the Pain had a really good roster. I never played, really, Here Comes the Pain, and I probably never will. So that's on you. People say Here Comes the Pain is the best game, but I never played it. I started with 06 and moved on from there, even though it was the year basically where, like, I got into WWE in 2007. My friend had SmackDown vs. Raw 2007, and I would go over to his house and play that game with him, so that was always fun. And you know, I was like, hey, can you get me this game? I asked my mom if she could buy me this game, and she's like, okay, I can do that. And then she accidentally got me 06, and at first I was like, this isn't the right game. But it was actually good, because I enjoyed playing the heck out of SmackDown vs. Raw 2006. And then I eventually got 2007, and then shortly after that, 2008 came out. So really, it was just 3 games back to back to back where I could play GM mode. This was back in the PS2 days of things. I actually didn't move into the PS3 side of WWE gaming until SmackDown vs. Raw 2011, so I was like way behind the curve there. But I'm up to date now, and that's all that matters. But anyway, I'm on such a tangent in this episode. This episode is like all tangent, so, you know, if you didn't want to watch the video, you've probably left already. But if you are watching the video, I don't know, give me your thoughts. What is your favorite roster in any WWE game? Which WWE game do you think has the best roster, just overall? And what do you think is your favorite WWE game? You know, if you've actually stuck out with me for the 17 minutes I've been talking and mostly rambling, because I'm sure if people wanted me to talk about the actual gameplay, they probably would have left by now if they didn't enjoy whatever I'm talking about. So if you are here, yeah, what's your favorite WWE game, your favorite WWE game's roster, and your favorite WWE game soundtrack? Be sure to let me know down in the comments section if you have stuck it out to this point. And also, I guess, which game, does it matter which GM mode I play first? Would you rather me play 07 first? Would you rather me play 06 first? Or does it not really matter? As long as I'm playing GM mode, getting a bit of WWE games nostalgia, does it really matter? Do you just want to hear my beautiful voice over some awesome gameplay? Well, I don't know. Be sure to let me know down in the comments section. And, I don't know, what if I just talk like this the whole commentary, where I just talk in my, I don't know, I used this in a later episode of Universe Mode, which, you know, it's not much of a spoiler, I don't even care at this point, where Bo Dallas debuts to Universe Mode. And I don't know, this just seems like a voice I would use when I'm talking about the inspirational Bo Dallas. Just, I don't know what it is, but this voice, I don't know, it just seems to go along with that. And I'm making all these hand motions that you can't see, because this is a commentary and this isn't a video. But I don't know, I'm making all these hand motions. I'm on such a tangent. This is what happens when I commentate for like 2 hours. The final one is just complete nonsense. But I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed the video so far. And I think that's basically it for all of my side topic tangent things that I was going to do. Let's see. I've talked about GM mode. Yeah, that's basically it. And I already asked which you'd rather see me play, which you want me to play, which you'd prefer. So let's actually talk about the match for once, that I haven't done at all this episode. So here we go. Jett Storm going up to the top rope here. Big Show down on the outside. Look at this. A senton bomb to the floor. I can't tell if he connected that or not. This is a really bad camera angle. But anyway, I'm just going to assume he hit that and took a lot out of him, because obviously it's a top rope dive to the outside. I mean, it's high-risk offense. What would you expect? But here we go now. Jett Storm right now in control, it would seem. He's got the upper hand on the world's largest athlete, on the Big Show. He's got him back in the ring. There's an elbow to the face of the Big Show. And Jett Storm hits a leg drop right there to the Big Show, taking him down. But also, I guess, you know, what are your thoughts on my career mode so far? Are you enjoying the series? In terms of the game mode itself, have you played my career mode yourself? Have you enjoyed it? I don't know, if you have played my career mode, what is your favorite storyline in the game? You know, this can just be like a giant Q&A sort of thing, where I ask you the questions, you give me the answers. Even though my career mode reception to this point has been terrible, Because nobody, it seems like, okay, I won't say nobody wants to watch it because I am getting views, but in comparison to Universe Mode, it's relatively slim in terms of how many people are actually watching Career Mode. And I'm not getting very many comments or feedback on it. I am getting a few, but not too much. So I guess this will honestly, like, truly tell me, if you actually answer these comments, like, who are, like, my true fans who are actually watching this Career Mode, who actually enjoy watching me play this Career Mode. So yeah, answer all my questions, please. That'd be nice. I'd like to hear more about you, the audience. I feel like we don't do enough of this. We don't have enough face-to-face, not literally face-to-face, metaphorical face-to-face, conversations. I don't get to learn much about you. You don't get to learn much about me. It's just, hey, what's happening on in this matchup? What's the storyline? What's going on? Yada yada yada, blah blah blah. I don't know. This is also kind of what I did with GM mode too, where I'd sometimes go on tangents. And my career mode just seems to kind of be the GM mode replacement of the Tangent series, where MathWiz goes on tangents and talks about random. And I don't know why I just said that. I'm going to have to censor that out now because I like to keep my content fairly clean. So that, I don't know where that came from, why I just decided to do that. Anyway, focusing back in on the matchup before I start randomly cussing more. So here we go, cover, and Jett Storm manages to kick out of the last second. I guess this is why I don't have videos where I just talk, because then nothing would happen, and I would not be able to live up to my own standard of commentary. Nope, Big Show was going for the WMD. Jett Storm blocked it, went for the drop kick, tried to set him up for the calm before the storm. However, Big Show would have none of that, and Jett Storm kicks out at a count of 2. But he's in a lot of trouble here. This Big Show with these slow kicks, almost impossible to reverse whenever they're that slow. But now Big Show, he's got Jett Storm, and he's going to lift him up, just outpower Jett Storm here. And Jett Storm really has taken a beating in this matchup. But a nice counter as he sweeps out the legs of the Big Show. And Jett Storm, he hasn't really been able to get out of the starting gates much. I mean, he did have a little bit of offense earlier on, but he hasn't been able to maintain his consistent offense. And he hits it, the Shining Wizard, a.k.a. the calm before the storm. But Big Show completely no-sells it back to his feet. Jett Storm is in a lot of trouble right now, it would seem. As there's an Irish whip, Big Show goes off the ropes, ends a Guri kick to the back of the head of the Big Show. And right now, Big Show, look at this, he hits a clothesline now, and Big Show could be firing up a second wind, firing up a comeback here. Big time splash in the corner, and look at this, a bigger time spear, if that's even a word. Just engulfed Jett Storm with that spear. And another leg drop across the sternum should do the trick. Jett Storm, he's out of it. No, Jett Storm kicks out, stays alive, count of 2. Not enough to put Jett Storm away, although he's taken a lot of punishment. I don't know how much longer he can survive as he hits that big-time DDT. Don't have a name for it yet, though. I mean, it is the former Eye of the Storm, but I don't know exactly what to call it. So if you've got any cool names for that DDT, other than big-time DDT, which I seem to have referred to it before, I don't know. Let me know down in the comment section. But DDT, not the big-time DDT, just a small-time, regular DDT. And now look at this. Jett Storm always going for that soda twist clothesline, and he hits it, taking down the Big Show. And Jett Storm really is in a lot of trouble here. He's gassed. He's out of it. It has taken a lot out of him to take the fight to the Big Show like this. But Jett Storm, he's got to do this. He's got to step up his game if he wants to progress forward in the WWE. And now look at Big Show. Oh, he went for the splash, but Jett Storm sidestepped it. And now DDT to the Big Show, taking him down. And maybe looking to set him up once again for the calm before the storm. And he hits it right there. Kick to the back of the head of the Big Show. You know, I was joking around the other day, just kind of thinking of things. What if I called the Shining Wizard, if I was going to have a created wrestler, if I was going to have a MathWiz created wrestler, what if I called the Shining Wizard? Oh my goodness, a knockout punch right there. Good night, Irene. Jett Storm, it's nap time. He's done. Big Show gets the win here tonight. But as I was saying, what if I called the Shining Wizard the Math Wizard? Yeah, this video's gone. This video's gone down the chute faster than Adam Rose's popularity did. No, who am I kidding? Adam Rose was never popular. Faster than Big Show can turn face or heel. There we go. That's a bit more fitting for the task at hand. You can see Jett Storm, he really gave it his all. He was going to the top rope, trying to look for something big to finally put Big Show out. Then Big Show just kipped right back up to his feet and knocked him out cold. I don't think Jett Storm's going to be... I think he just knocked Jett Storm in the next week. I don't think Jett Storm's going to be back to his feet, back in fighting spirit until next week. But anyway, regardless of the outcome, regardless of who won and who lost, Jett Storm put on one hell of a performance against the Big Show here tonight. And as we can see, after your last performance, I think I want you to be the point man for our team at the pay-per-view. To make sure I'm right with this decision, I want you to face me one-on-one. Oh my goodness. John Cena versus Jett Storm next week on Main Event. That is going to be huge for the series, huge for my career mode. This is big. This is a big opportunity for Jett Storm. He's going to go one-on-one with John Cena. And it's not going to be on Main Event. It's going to be on SmackDown, as Jett Storm has been promoted to SmackDown. Now that you're on SmackDown, you will get unique rivalries, depending if you are a face or a heel. It also means if you become popular enough, I might make you the #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship or Heavyweight Championship. This is the last step before I put you on Raw. Continue to gain social media followers, and you'll get there. So I want to thank you all for watching this episode of Jett Storm's My Career Mode. He's made it to SmackDown. Next week will be the SmackDown Showdown between John Cena and Jett Storm. So everybody, stay tuned and keep on YouTubing.